Some of you may already notice that in our permission sets we have now a new setting, which is actually allow us to set the visibility for all fields. So it's called viewAllFields. So when you will click it, please put your eyes on the following checkboxes, right? So once we will enable that one, you could see that all of the other checkboxes and all of the fields are actually enabled. So after that, when you will click save, right, so that let's say permission set will be updated with access to the all fields related to that object in that environment. It's pretty useful functionality when you're supposed to create, for example, read-only permission set, right, and you just need to provide access to the specific object, right, and you don't want to put each of the fields individually, right, because it will take like sometimes for you to enable them, especially if there are a long list, right, and you have to update it. So, but when you will enable it, you could try to put it into your pipeline, and sometimes what we could see is that issue is actually showing up, that sorry, that functionality is not supported in version 60, 61, 62. So the reason for that is in the following. So at this moment, if you will try to grab your permission set, through IDE, you will be able to see that if you're using old version of the API, you will have not that field, right? So viewAllField will be not there, and you will be able to see the metadata of the permission set like this. So there will be no information about the tag, right? But only if you will start to use version starting from 63, you will be able to see that now the tag is actually available. So the same is actually related to the pipeline that you are using to deploy changes to some of environments. Like, let's imagine that you need to push your changes to QA and you got a notification, hey, sorry, that specific tag is actually not supported. So what is required for you? So you need to make sure that your package, JSON, and other files that contains, like API versions related to a build will contain version equal to at least 63 at this moment. And then make sure that when your pipeline is building a package XML, there are no, like some kind of custom override, because sometimes pipeline doing the following. They taking a look what is the API version of the environment, what is the API version from your package XML, right? And trying to deploy the highest, which is, like applicable. Sometimes we could, like prevent the deployment to choose, like what version to use and, like use what we set. But in that case, if a new patch is not yet updated on your org, right, you will get an error. But that, like patching with the support of that field, should already be on required boxes. It's not yet available in the workbench, right? So, for example, if we are working with workbench site, let me just open it for you. So here, what we could see, that version which is available right now, here it's only 62, right? So that means that in the workbench it's not yet supported, but in general idea is in the following, right? So once your environment will be patched with that specific, like functionality, then you will be able to use that kind of functionality for your permission set.